Hello, I'm Nathan, one of the Wandering Men, and I'm here with you today as part of this video primer to teach you and show you how to build a character. Specifically, I'm going to step through building Toa. Our GM has given us 97 UP, and I'm going to step through from race, path, abs, and integral powers all the way up to doing the math to calculate our hot swap buffer. Hello, I'm Nathan, and I'm here with you today, part of this video primer, to teach you how to build a character. We're going to step through everything from choosing your race to picking your abs and path and laying down the powers, the story, time, and site swaps that define the certain character, and then we're going to do all the calculations and figure out how much hot swap buffer we have left. Our GM has told us that we have 97 points to build the character with, and I'm going to walk through building Toa, the rough and boisterous barbarian. Toa is an APOC Churl. This is his race card. Red stripe defines what he is. He comes from a long lineage of islanders. It's 5 points, so that leaves us with 92 points left. Toa is all combatant. This is his path card. Got the green out top. He's a 6th level combatant. It's all he does. He's there to be in the front line, take people down as quickly as possible. So you got a 6th level combatant, 28 points. That leaves us with 64 points left to build. One of the things that defines Toa is he is strong. We got our abs cards here, strong and resilient. So we've got 2 abs cards, strength 6, resilience 1. Toa is meant to be a basher, pure and straightforward. So the strength abs, which is ability-based skills, gives him some alpha boosts, some beta boosts. It gives him general ability to pick up 1.5 tons if he really wants to. The other things that define Toa is he is large and in charge. This is a power card. It's specifically a power card that makes Toa a large character. That means he is 9 feet tall, 10 feet tall, depending. But it boosts a bunch of his other abilities, and it gives him further boosts plus abs bonuses, all for a whopping 10 points. Another part of Toa is his Club of the Ancestors. It's his iconic weapon. It's a crystal encrusted club meant for bashing and leveling things. Toa is, as I said, a combatant, so to give him a little extra boost when it comes to taking things out, he has an extra melee specialist. Gives him a bonus to his attacking. And finally, Toa is fearless. It's no good to have a barbarian flying in the face of danger if he cowers at the first sign of trouble. So these are the core part of the character. These are the race, path, abs, and the core powers. All these powers here are story, time, or site swaps. Specifically, these are story and time swap. That means these do not change in combat. These are the aspects of the character that are fundamental to them. These cards right here are 18 points. That leaves us with 32 points now to determine our hot swaps. We have all these cards here that Toa came with that are hot swaps. All these cards here that are hot swaps for Toa to use. And if you look through them with me, you'll find that most of them are less than the 32 points. And that was done intentionally to give you a lot of options when it comes to building Toa and playing Toa in combat. Toa focuses on his club, but he has some very cool powers that he can use. Something like adrenaline push, if you want to lay down adrenaline push and give him a boost a further power boost in combat. Or if you want to surprise someone by throwing out a lava maw and belching forth lava to singe your foes. It's all in how you want to play Toa, but again it comes back to this is your core character, race, path, abs, and fundamental powers. All your story, site, and time swaps. Hot swaps are up to you. Hello, I'm Nathan again, and member of the Wandering Men, here to step through creating another character with you. Once again, GM has told us we have 97 points, and I'm going to create Sarge this time. Sarge and Toa offer a good contrast, so it allows you to see how even with the same number of points you can create two drastically different characters. Toa has a few number of powers on the table, focusing mostly on his innate abilities like his abs and his large size to do a lot of damage, while Sarge has a lot of time and sight swap powers in order to create a walking arsenal. We'll walk through creating Sarge. Sarge, first and foremost, is an APOC hybrid, trained in their military structure. So we have the APOC hybrid, red card, red race card. This one, unlike the Churl, only costs 4 points. So 4 out of 97 is 93. Sarge is a little mix. She is when it comes to pass, she is a combatant as well as a maven. She has training in both areas to give her punch when it comes to combat, but also give her skills. She was designed to be more of a detective as well as a combatant. Put the 2 path cards together, you get 29 points. 29 from the 93 that we had before is 64. Sarge is, above all, quick, but she is also wise. So we have an Agility 6 card and a Wisdom 1 card to give her her abs. So those together are 14. 12 plus 2 is 14. That gives us 50 points to lay down our powers. This is our core character before we get to all the power cards that Sarge has. Sarge has a number of story and time swaps that define her. The story swaps are more about the intrinsic ability your character has, while in Untold, time swaps can also be intrinsic abilities, but in general they're going to be equipment. So Sarge has a number of intrinsic abilities as well as equipment. Sarge has danger sense, allowing her to not be surprised. Commando training, giving her a greater attack bonus. 2-weapon fighting, giving her the ability to use a weapon in each hand. Range specialist, making her ranged weapons, making her able to hit with ranged weapons, all the better. And a foe to supernatural, means she is able to tackle supernatural foes a whole lot better. These are her story swaps, core abilities to the character. Then she has a number of equipment powers. Exos 1, her armor. Tango gun, allow her to bind and make foes immobile. Grenade launcher, brings the boom to an area. Heavy pistol. Silver saber, good for taking out supernatural foes. A knife if things get down and dirty. And a field medic pack to allow her to heal herself as well as any friendly people in combat. You can see the drastic difference between this character and Toa that we built earlier. While Toa was right here, these cards and 3 or 4 cards up here, Sarge, it has a lot more cards to play with. And all of these, as I said, are story and time swaps. These are what a character is going to be using primarily. All these cards added together cost 87 points. That's a whole lot more than what Toa had. That means with 87 points, all Sarge has left to play with is a 10-point swap buffer. That means that all these cards in her swap buffer, she can only play up to a 10-point card, limiting her versatility when it comes to some aspects of combat. While she's limiting her versatility with hot swaps, she has a number of time swaps down here that enable her to do a lot of interesting things in combat. She can already make foes immobile. She can do damage to foes. She has a lot of armor, and she can heal. It's a trade-off between time swaps and hot swaps. Time swaps cost less, but at the same time those point costs are fixed, while hot swaps cost more, and you can change them out as you see fit in combat. It is all in how you want to build the character.